FAQs.sg, we make technology accessible. Today's video will be focused on how to stake an NFT. As usual, the main series will be linked at the end of the video. I am starting here on an empty template and a navigation bar. This is so that testing is easier, as you will need a way for users to connect their wallet, which is through the Connect Wallet button. You can also see that I have loaded both the NFT contract and a staking contract that stakes the NFTs in the NFT contract. Please refer to the first video in our main series, or even the previous video in the questions series, if you do not know how to load a contract. The formula part for today might be a bit more complicated than usual, but we will try our best to explain each step. Okay, let's get started with how to display the NFTs owned by your users. Here is an empty row. Within the row, we would like to have a container to display the NFT images that they own, as well as a staking, or unstaking button. Hence, click on the Add Item tab, and add an empty container. Once that is done, click on the Container tab to see the options, and go to General Styles. Go to the Number of Instances option and choose Dynamic. This is because you want to repeat the same container for each of the NFT images a user owns. In the pop-up screen, go to House Functions, and find the Map List via a function. What this does is that it will apply a function to each item in a list. This is why it requires two inputs, the function, and the list where you want to apply the function to all of its elements. For the list, we will choose the list of positive numbers between two positive numbers, function. This is because we want all the indexes of the NFTs the user owns in a list, starting from 0. Hence, change the smaller number to 0. This is as the initial value for Solidity starts from 0. For the second number, find the subtract function. For the first number, we will find the balance of function of the NFT contract. This helps in getting the number of NFTs the current user has. We then subtract this value by 1, as we are starting from an initial value of 0. The highest ID of the NFT owner is the number of tokens minus 1. So, we now have all the indexes of the NFTs the user owns. However, what we want is the token ID of all the indexes in the token list. Hence, we map the token of owner by index function from the NFT contract. The owner will be the current user. The index will be the elements taken from the list that we are mapping from. Hence, go to Map Variables and choose the option in it. Overall, what is happening here is that this ensures that we get a list of all the token IDs of the NFTs that the logged-in user has. Once done, click on Update Formula. Next, go to Add Item and add an empty row to the container. Then, add an image to the empty row. To start, click on any random image first, since we will be changing this later. Then, go to Options in Images, and click on General Styles. Choose Use Formula instead and the formula screen will pop up. Under House Functions, choose Image URI from Token URI. Then, click on Token URI and go to Contract Functions and choose the Token URI function from your NFT contract. The token ID will be from the parental functions, which is the dynamic function we added just now. Choose that value and click Update Formula. To make the image easier to see, we will change the element width to 12. Now, we will move on to the staking button to stake the displayed NFTs. Repeat the same process for the staking button. Add an empty row to the container. Then, add a button to the empty row. Under General Styles, change the element width to 12 so that it is easier to read. Next, go to Actions and click. Find the If, then, Else function. Click on Use Formula instead and the formula screen will pop up. Find the Is item inside List function. The item will be the token ID, which is the option under parental function. The list will be the staked token IDs of an address. This whole function will help us check whether the NFT has already been staked. Once confirmed, click on Update Formula. Go to the if-false function. If the image has not been staked, then we would want the button to stake the image when clicked. However, before you do so, make sure that you seek approval from the user. Firstly, find the approve function of the NFT contract. This gives permission to access the user's NFT for transfer for the staking contract. This means that the part has to be linked to your staking contract. Click on Show Contract Addresses, and choose your staking contract. For token ID, click on Use Formula instead, and use the parental function value. Next, click on If Succeed. This is what happens after the user approves, which is where you add the staking function. Find the stake function of your staking contract and add it. For the trigger, it will be approval as you are waiting for the approval of your user. The owner will be the user who wants to stake. Click on Use Formula instead. The formula screen will pop up. Since current user is the correct option, just close the screen. Next, the approved is the staking contract, as we just gave approval for the staking contract to stake on user's behalf. Click on Show Contract Addresses and choose your staking contract. You can see that the last two remaining fields are both token IDs. It is the same as just now, where you just click on Use Formula instead, and find the parental function value. As for the if true function, leave it as no action. As for the text, you can change it to any word you like. I will leave that part to you. If you want to show the staked NFT gallery, check out the dynamic function shown in the bonus section that is after the testing phase. On to the most important part, the testing phase. We will check that it works. Go to the Launch button, and click on Previewed App. Click on Connect Wallet and connect your wallet. You can see that it works as the 3 NFTs that I own are displayed. Click on any of the button. You can see that it will bring the user to an approval page. This will be followed by the request to transfer NFT to staking contract if the user agrees. I will reject here and go back to the DApp. You can see that it is a bit ugly design-wise, so you can do things like add spacing, fix the height of the images and change the color and display of the button. Design it to how you want it to be. This last part will be quick, as we show you how to display NFTs that have been staked. You can see the dynamic formula in the formula screen here. This will give you the list of staked token IDs of the logged in user. This formula is for the container that your image will be in. The function for the image is the same as the previous section, so do recap if you forgot. That is all for today. Check out our guide for more detailed notes to aid you in building your DApp. If you have any questions that you cannot find being answered, find us on our Telegram at QSG. This is the end of our video. Check out our main series here. Goodbye.